Hello everyone and welcome back to an episode of EMC to the Sky. I hope you guys enjoy episode 13. In the last episode, we started working with big reactors. And since it was my first time working with big reactors, we were having a lot of issues, but we finally got it pretty much working. And we also made it quite big compared to what we had last time, and we can obviously put more pillars in here. But for now, this is a pretty good solution, and I think it's going pretty well. We made this system over here that is consistently running to make uranium. So this is combining over here, and it is running down underneath the base into this oak drawer, and I'm extracting it from the oak drawer into the access port of the reactor. And then this is the export, which actually it has already 2 stacks and 30, which is great. That's a lot of cyanite. We can step into the next big reactor thing if we want to. But also, okay, I guess we can think about this first. We figured out that the amount of power that we need is quite tiny. I don't know what KIRF really means, or what it means converting into these things, or a regular RF. So what I found out is that I essentially just need 4% of the power that is being used here. Is about 4%, I guess. All of them are at 96%. And I also figured out what the issue was. We have the power running out of here. It wasn't anything to do with the pipes. It wasn't anything to do with these pipes. It was about the position of the pipes. I completely forgot that it's just been so long since I've done this that I forgot that power pots only release objects from the bottom of the power pot. So that's the point of them. They're supposed to be kind of put on top of a chest, and they're supposed to run so they auto get put into there. And I forgot about that. So we had these on top and it wasn't working. So what was happening was this was full. There was no more space for the items to go. And so the power stopped exporting and stopped going places. But I was also having some trouble with some other items, and I couldn't get it to go into a battery system, and I was just like, what the hell's happening? But when I broke one of these to kind of move it closer, like maybe it's the distance for some reason, it exploded in the amount of essence it had. So it's finally extracting properly. It's going into these things. This is the essence, and this is the system that we wanted to create. So right now this is probably fine. This is the wither stars stuff that I wanted to do. I wanted to get it set up before we started the next episode, so we can just have some nether stars, wither stars. I wanted to have some of these ready. So this has been going on its own for a little while. So this is, I just made one seed. I was kind of hoping for it to grow more, but I guess that hasn't happened yet. And I couldn't get it to do it over there, but honestly, the one is probably fine. And we will try something in a hot second. But now this is running into these drawers, which actually, let me show you something really quickly. You can lock these drawers, and it used to be a different way to do this. When you would lock drawers like this, you would just kind of like shift right click it, and that was the way to lock them. Now you have this key, the drawer lock, the drawer key. Locks and unlocks drawers, hold an offhand to lock newly placed drawers. So this locks this drawer and unlocks it. I'm not gonna click it because I guess I can do it here. So this, you see the little lock on the top? It appears and disappears when I do this. This means it's locked. So I'm gonna keep it locked. But what that means is that when it runs out of like the object that's inside of it, it doesn't get rid of the, I guess like the template. So it doesn't ever get filled up with any other item. The only item that can go into here is the essence stuff. So even though it says 0 Infernium essence, it's not gonna go away. So it just runs through here. And what's happening after that is, so we have the power set up back through here, really ugly. It's running into the tier 3 crafter that we had talked about one time. And all the essence run into here. All these recipes are set up so that it runs through them all and tries to make the highest tier essence it can. Right now we have 23 Insanium essence, which is a shit ton of Inferium essence to make this. And it's just been auto running. So it's been pulling out of here and it's been making these things, which is great. I love the tier 3 crafters. They're amazing. They're very fast too. I just love how quickly they do that stuff. So, you know, it's probably the same thing with a sequential fabricator. If I did it with the tier 3 crafters, they'd be much quicker, I think. But God, look at that. Look how quick that is. Like, imagine if I did that on here. I mean, there's no need because it's not producing nearly enough to even consider it. But the only issue is that the tier 3 crafters, which obviously it probably doesn't want us to do because it's too quick, these have EMC, those do not, and that's a tier 3 which has a bunch of recipes. So if we had like a long line of stuff, yeah, we could use these things if we really wanted to, but these have only 2 and they're not going very quickly because the system's kind of small, but it's giving us way more than enough that we need because we're running like on a system that is using like less than 1. It's using 0.2 millibuckets of uranium each time, which is, I assume, less than like an ingot, right? Which is 0.2 of an ingot, I think. And then it has way more than enough power that it's still backlogging power, and that's because it's powering this, all of these, and the tier 3 crafter. So we're not using that much power, and if we wanted to get more power, we could definitely speed it up and put remove the rod a little more. So it's at 96. The more we take it out, the more it heats up and the more power it produces, but the more uranium it uses. So now that we've figured out this big reactors, we will probably step into this one, the next section, which is the what are they called, the rotor fan fans or something like that. It's like the next thing in big. Let me see. The turbine rotor stuff, which is, this is all the turbine stuff. I think that produces more power, if I'm not mistaken, which I'm welcome to go try it just to see how it works. And if it produces more power, then great. I'll have it connected to the system because we're gonna actually get a network system today. At least that's the plan. And we're gonna just extend it this way and have it kind of set up. So that's hopefully what we're gonna do today. But what we're for sure gonna be set up today is we're gonna go into the flux networks. I really have been wanting to do that for a long time. It's just I was missing one key ingredient, which was ender pearls. And since we still don't have a very well, actually, also one thing I do want to check. I do want to step into flux networks today, but I figured out what was wrong with this. I didn't know it needed water. It just says fluid empty, but it's supposed to be water, as you can see here. So when I put water in here, it produces these things. And now we want to make this to make dry rubber to make plastic, and we needed 4 of these to make whatever the hell we wanted. I don't even remember what we wanted. It was an item that needed 4. Infinity charger. What is this? I wonder what that. I guess it's just a charger, but I don't think it has infinite stuff. There's also a wither builder. We could have it like auto building and doing that stuff. But anyways, what is the one item that we wanted? Is it still marked over here? Do I need a fluid extractor? No, that's the thing I got, right? Latex processing unit? No, that's the thing I have. What did I need this for? This makes plastic, which makes something. Oh, is this the literal only thing I needed? Was the mob imprisonment tool? I think it was. I needed the mob imprisonment tool to make the soul remover. That is the only thing I need. Okay, so that's why I needed 4 plastic, was to do that. So with the 4 plastic, with this plastic that we have, which it's not gonna be that much actually. I think I need more, right? I have 3, yep. I need a little more. So what we're gonna do really quickly is get some water out. Okay, well now we have enough to make exactly 4. It would be nice to have an extra, but we'll have this going. This is also still producing, so it should be fine, I think. And then the metallurgic infuser is right here. So all we gotta do is put a redstone block in here to actually do what we want. So this is gonna go in here and right there. Oh, I just need more redstone. Oh, it's just redstone. So I can just take out like a stack of this and put it in there. Yeah, that's it. That's all I needed. Okay, and then the other thing we want is, do we have any extra? Yes, we do. I think this makes a gas tier. God, I hope this makes a gas tier. Yes, they do. Okay, great. So I can get 2. And then moving on, we needed to actually go smelt these. And you can go check out these furnaces that we haven't actually used on the episode yet. So putting them in, they go quite fast. I do really love these red matter furnaces. They're amazing. And I think we have the mark. I'm not mistaken. I think I accidentally pulled them out once. So there you go. All right. So this makes the one item we've been wanting for ages, the mob imprisonment tool, which goes into the metallurgic infuser, and it will combine into the thing that we need. And then all we gotta do is make it with an egg, and then from there we gotta, I think, just feed it to a chicken, I believe, something like that. It makes this like chicken or something. I don't know. Hopefully we don't do this wrong, because if I do it wrong, I'm gonna die. I don't want to do this again. But good news was we know how to do it now, so it doesn't take that long. We have every other item we need. All right, so the soulless egg, we want it to make. Okay, so these make the bees, right? That's what it was saying. So we need to make the GM chicken food, which is at the bottom. So we need fluid XP, which we have now, and all these other items. So I'm gonna go really quickly, go to the mob farm, because this is what we need this for anyways. I mean, it's been so long. This is probably not even super useful anymore, but I've been wanting to make this for a long time because it'll make the mob farm really, really useful. And I'm excited to actually go see it at work here. Okay, so that's that. And then we needed spider eye, bone, gunpowder, run flesh. So spider eye. All right, so that is everything we need. The GM chicken feed curse. Feed to chicken, single use for chicken, creates a rotten egg, which is exactly what we need to do. So putting everything else away that we don't need. That is my crafting table. Putting everything else away. And this doesn't mark right now. So we're gonna go take it to our chickens. I don't remember exactly how this works, so I hopefully won't kill everything. Oh my god, did they freak out? Okay, there's chicken on its own over here. Let's do it. Okay. Oh my god, that chicken died. Okay. Oh shit, it's like messing with the textures. Oops. Okay, there's another one. Okay, creates a 5x5 area of dreadful dirt using grass, dirt, mycelium, or farmland. So this is grass, dirt. Okay, yeah, grass or dirt. That's good. So I don't know if we have a 5x5 area in here. I don't remember. I think we have a bigger area, right? Oh shit, I forgot. Right. Let me turn everything off before I do that again. F7 so I can see it. You can turn off, please. I forgot I can get looting on this too, right? So I'm in the direct center. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 wide. So what I'm gonna do is put it in the center, which should create a 5x5 area. Yep. So it's not gonna cover the entire area because we don't have enough, but we now have dreadful dirt, which should be spawning mobs like crazy once we get to it. So I need to get that block back, which I assume went here. Yeah. So if we close this up, I missed. If we close this up and then we turn the fans on again, it should be be, like it is now, spawning mobs like crazy, which it wasn't spawning mobs when I was nearby before. But now that there's a big area, holy shit, now that there's a big area for that to happen, those are Wilden, these should be spawning way more mobs way quicker. So I'm gonna put these away actually into the EMC system because these are just in the way. Same with you and you. But yeah, this should be going a lot faster. So that's what I've been wanting to do for a while. If you do have the opportunity to do that early in a playthrough, it is very nice. So obviously it's getting a bunch of new stuff. There was slimes in there, which they don't seem to be dropping slime, but they were spawning, which it wasn't, I assume it wasn't happening before, but oh no, there's sky slime balls, which wasn't happening before. So now that that's available, it's great. We have a new mob farm, or not a new mob farm, but like it works better now. So that's constantly going to be running and at a better pace. So we'll get some more stuff, hopefully more ender pearls at a better rate, because we're going to be using quite a lot of them. And the stuff that we're about to be making isn't EMCable, so we're going to really need to do this like really well. So hopefully that mob farm is working well. Oh, we can also make elevators. That's so true. We can make an elevator. That's something we can do in a hot second, but for now it's okay. We're flying everywhere. It doesn't matter that much right now. But what we're going to go step into, right, is the flux networks, which is something I've been wanting for a long time. I remember doing this really early in another playthrough, but it's just I've been locked off because of the flux and the other things. Oh, that's so true, right? I think I need to step into BOTANIA first. That's right. I don't need to step that far into BOTANIA though, because this is very early tier, but it does seem to need some power. So what we're gonna do is actually go build an area for BOTANIA. So we need, or actually maybe not build an area, but we need to have an area. Oh shit, that's why they got scared, because I have a stomp. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Do I even have 2 chickens left? Is enough. Okay, as long as I don't stomp down. Oh, that's sheep bait. It's been there since like the beginning of the playthrough. It just never spawned in. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna go over here and create a BOTANIA area because I think we're gonna need it. So what I'm gonna do is create a bunch of dirt. All we just need to do is place a bunch of dirt down, like a nice area, and then from there we just need to use our fertilizer and stuff like that. So I'm gonna really quickly work on that. Let me do this on my own, and then I'll show you how the progress is going, and we'll start BOTANIA once I'm done with this. All right, that pretty much completes our section here. I'm gonna just light it up really quickly, and we do want to put some grass down. That's what we definitely need. So we need to go get some grass seeds. Which, how did we get grass seeds again? Grass seeds are made with wheat seeds and bio capsules. We should have that been running from the beginning of the playthrough, so there should be a shit ton of them over there. But yeah, that looks nice. I think that's what we're gonna be doing. Well, I'll just take a stack. So this, and what was it? Regular seeds and grass seeds. So what we gotta do first is put this down, and we're gonna just make a bunch of grass seeds so this can go quicker. And what we're gonna do is just grass this up because we do need a lot of grass to be made, so we can start bone mealing this stuff so we can make all the mystical agriculture, like plants and things. We need like a storage system over here because we definitely need to start like being them separate, because I'm gonna lose them and we just need like those flowers, and it's gonna take a little while. So it shouldn't be too long though. We can definitely make more of these if we wanted to. Well, let's just do that really quickly. I'm gonna go get some more. Please stop flying too far. And then let's go back and put some more grass seeds down. But yeah, I've never stepped too far into BOTANIA. I always get like kind of far, and then I'm like, okay, I think this is all I need, and then I just like kind of stop. But obviously we don't have to step as far into BOTANIA as like an end game playthrough or anything. I think all we're gonna have to do is get into the beginning so we can get to the runic altar, which is really early on. We just need a mana diamond and living rock, which is all like the easiest of stuff that we need to do. So let's go to the BOTANIA section, which should be here, and we're gonna step into the beginning. To get started in BOTANIA, you'll need some floral fertilizer in an area with grass. Click the grass with the fertilizer, get BOTANIA flowers. Bone meal can turn into white dye. Have an unlimited supply of bone meal. Your best bet is to use white dye to start. Once you get to the flowers you need, craft them into petals, and then place the petals on the ground. Use bone meal to make them grow as tall as flowers, and use shears to harvest them. Tall flowers yield 4 petals instead of 2 from the normal ones. Yes, you can make like an infinite amount of BOTANIA stuff once you know what you're doing, and once you have like a lot of bone meal or the mod that you run around and things grow. So this should help that, and it should be going pretty quickly. I don't remember if the morning star, I think this has shears. Maybe this is shears. What is this one has shears. Maybe this counts as shears. I'll test it once we get there, because I don't want to get rid of a flower that we might use. So I am gonna get out the shears that we had, the red matter ones, and just in case if I need them, I think I accidentally put them back. Oh, there they are. Just in case we need them, I'll be using them there, so that's fine. I'm gonna put away a lot of this stuff and get rid of this just out of my inventory for now. I'm not gonna need that right now. I never need that, and I don't need that right now, or that, and that's good. We have a clear inventory. So we do want this to grow a little faster, or just to put it down manually. I guess we'll just manually put more down. So I'm gonna just make two stacks of grass seeds, and that should be more than enough to make the rest of it. Oh my god, this floaty like mechanic is like messing with me really bad. It's not terrible. It's just like I've never used it before, and I'm not used to it yet. So there we go. Grass seeds and grass seeds. So let's go place the last of them, and then once this is done, we'll step into the floral fertilizer, and then we'll be completely ready to start Botania. All right, I think we have a big enough patch in the middle to do this. So let's get our floral fertilizer. Here it is. All right, so it's bone meal and dye, which we should have like an infinite amount of this. This also does have an EMC, which is great. So bone meal and a dye, which any dye works. And since we're gonna bone meal or we're gonna EMC it anyways, it doesn't matter that much. So there we go. Take one out. Then we're gonna put it back into the EMC system and take a bunch of them out, because we might as well do that. All right. So what we're gonna do is make a bunch of flowers. So we have an orange, light gray, purple, and yeah. So all we're gonna do is try and get all the colors we can. So we're gonna have these grow into the big ones. I'm gonna really quickly check on the duplicate one we have if this works. It does work, because this has a shear technically inside. So we'll be using our sword to shear these. So just because it has a shear, not because it's like the sword ability, because it has a shear, we can do that. And then we're gonna turn all of these into the petals, and we'll harvest these later. I'm gonna try and get as much as I can in my inventory. So we're gonna just kind of place a bunch of these down, hoping to get new ones. Since we have like infinite floral fertilizer, I'm gonna do it like this. Usually I don't do it like this. I just kind of like one at a time. I'm like, okay, this should probably be good. This should be good. But by doing this, we should get every single flower that we possibly can. At least I'm hoping. And then yeah, let's do this. Run around, make sure we can get all of them, and then I'm gonna right click or click them all with the vein miner, and we have everything in our inventory. And let's do that again, and we got everything. Hopefully we got all the colors, and hopefully we grew everything to a size 2 so we can collect them all. But there we go. That's clear. Now we have everything in our inventory. Hopefully those are all of the flowers that we need. So now moving on, we're going to really quickly make an alchemical chest and just kind of put it down just so I can have a storage system over here. I'm going to put it right here. What we're going to do is put these petals away and then make the rest of the petals and just see what combines and what doesn't combine. Obviously, it seems like everything in our inventory has a different color, but we're going to be needing all of these. And I don't know if we're going to be needing all of these immediately. We can definitely duplicate them later as long as we have one, but obviously now that we have the infinite floral fertilizer, I can also just not even worry about it and just have it. Have them like ready and just produce more later. But this is great. There's so much in my inventory already. I'm not going to duplicate a bunch of them, but we are going to need a lot of white ones. So what I'm going to do is place a bunch of white ones and then we're going to harvest a bunch of these so I can make a shit ton of white petals, because we definitely need these. These are like the main flower that we're going to be using. So that's everything. So what we're going to do is ultimine, click that, get them all. That's 44, and that makes 2, almost 3 full stacks. Putting them away. We have a bunch of flowers. We have a bunch of white ones, and then we have a bunch of the other ones too. So we're completely ready to start in Botania. So now we need to make the petal apothecary, which is just a petal, and which I'm going to keep this on me just for extras, and some cobblestone. So let's pull out some cobblestone. It was like this. No. It was like this. No. What was it like? It was, oh, I need some slabs. I didn't even realize I needed slabs. It was like that. Okay, moving it to there. We have the petal apothecary, which I think we also need some water, so we're gonna do that too. But we can also get an aqueous accumulator here, so this is full of water consistently. So I might do that. Do we have that in the no, we don't. I need to make one, right? We have one running over there. I might just steal it from the bio capsule since we're not really using them. Oh my god. Ah! Don't fly away. Okay, this, no, we do have it. Oh, maybe we didn't mark it, but that means I can put it back. Aqueous accumulator, it learned. Yep, there we go. Okay, so it is available to be learned, and that's great. Now I just gotta make sure it's pulling, which means we need to do this. God damn, there we go. I'm gonna get rid of you because I don't need you in my inventory, and it's bothering the shit out of me. All right, back over here. I'm putting that away. I never learned that before. I'm gonna put this here. Make sure that's learned, just in case. All right, so we need 2 water buckets and an aqueous accumulator. So I'm gonna put the water in the ground, I think. So we need to get some dirt out again, so we can make a hole in the ground right next to you. There we go. And then we're gonna go down, and then fill this back in. Now we have an infinite water source right here. We're gonna pull out the aqueous accumulator and put it down right there. And then we're gonna need a fluid pipe, and that's it, I think. I'm pretty sure. This should work, I believe. I hope so, because it'd be a little annoying. Okay, maybe it doesn't work. We're gonna try it though. Maybe it needs to be a little farther. Is it a possibility this will insert if we put it somewhere? This might not work because of the fluid pipes. Where did that go? Okay, it's right here. Maybe it's just a thing with fluid pipes. Maybe they don't work, but I would love to get this to work, please. Does this have an export feature like directly next to a block? Like, can I do that? Augmentation and redstone signal. No, it doesn't seem to have. Requires adjacent water sources to function. Don't drown. Okay, well, this is producing, well, not producing, but it has the water that we need. So we can also just kind of like cover the other water with a block or something. But it's fine. For now, the aqueous accumulator is not going to be useful. Maybe there is another liquid pipe that we can use. Pipe, I guess. Maybe there's something like this one. Maybe like the basic mechanical pipes from Mechanism. That might work. This has a pump rate of something or whatever. So what is the actual item? Let's try it. Let's see. This is steel. Any steel and a bucket. So we need to go get steel from our system downstairs, which is down here. Over here. Steel. Do we have steel? Please tell me I have something. Graphite. Steel. There's steel. I need two. All right, there are our basic mechanical pipes. We're not gonna need that many, so we're gonna just make those. And then running back, trying it. No, you still don't work, do you? Interesting. It just doesn't connect. I guess it makes sense. Like, there's no reason for it to connect, but it's whatever, I guess. That's annoying. I wish I could automate it, but there might be a way. I just don't know how to do it right now. But for now, it's okay. It's fine. So we have the water there. We need to fill it up with water every once in a while. So not like that. Like that. And usually most recipes use the water. So I think we got to worry about it later. Okay, so now we need the pure daisy. The pure daisy turns stone into living rock and logs into living wood. When they're placed around the daisy, there are also other uses like turning water into ice. So the pure daisy is just 4 of these in a petal apothecary. So we have these right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need a seed. That's right. Every recipe needs seeds. So it's a good thing we have one of those things as an infinite. So there's the pure daisy. So what we're going to do, actually, I think we're probably going to make a little more. Right click on the empty hand. Right click on the empty hand to get the last recipe out. And then wheat seeds. So we're going to make a few of these because these they don't take that long. It's just they take a little while. There we go. So that's 3. 3 is probably okay. We're going to spread them out over here. So 1 and 2 and 3 and take that away. And this is out of the way. So what we're going to do is get out some, what was it? Stone? Is it stone or cobblestone? I don't remember actually. It's here. Stone. Okay, that's a weird list of recipes that doesn't have everything. That's fine. Okay, I think it might be cobblestone. So we're gonna get cobblestone up in here, and we're gonna put it around this one. We're gonna put some logs. Is that, well, actually, it says it up here in the quest book. Let me see. Turn stone into living rock. It might be regular stone, actually. Stone. Okay, so yeah, I think it is regular stone. I vaguely remember. Yep, there we go. There are the particles. I'm glad I turned particles back on a while ago, so that's fine. And also logs. So logs and more stone, since I think we're gonna need stone first. That'll be good. All right, so put a torch down there, so it's on top, and these will slowly turn into their counterpart, into their living roots, living rock and living wood. So we need more of these. So slowly we're gonna make those. We also need to gain power, but we need to go into this so we can get the mana spreader, so we can get the flux. So that's what we're trying to go for, is to get into all the flux stuff, because that would be really, really nice to have a flux network working. So let's leave this going. It shouldn't take too much longer. There we go. That was taking quite a while. I was like, is this normally how fast it goes? I don't remember. But there we go. Now we have a bunch of living rock and a bunch of living wood, and we still need more, so we're gonna set up another section of this. So we have 16 living rock. We need another set of living wood, and then so I'm gonna actually put it for 2 of them, and then we're gonna put another section of stone, because that'll even out the number we have, I think. I don't know, actually. Yeah, it should even out the number. Okay, so we just need another one of these, and then that'll complete that quest, and then we'll move on to making the wand of the forest, which is right here. So living twigs are like this. We'll just start doing that now. So I need was it 3 of these? Yeah, 3 of these, and the oh, actually that's gonna get rid of the living wood that okay, that's fine. 2 of those should complete the quest, I think. And then so we're gonna put this here. This makes our first BOTANIA wand, the wand of the forest. So once we get this living wood ready, we can actually start getting into those quests and actually receiving those quests. So we need more living wood and a thing and some gold, which is EMCable, which is great. We don't have to worry about it. And I'm gonna put this in here. So let's wait for this next section so we don't get rid of all the wood we have, and we can step into the quest and actually start getting the rewards or getting the marked for them, I guess, right? So let's wait for that. There we go. There's the last one, and breaking all that gets our quest done. So now we have that in the living wand we just got as well, because we had it in our inventory, and now we need to make the mana spreader, which should be relatively easy. So all we gotta do is take out a gold, 1 gold, I'm gonna just take a stack just in case I need more. And then we're gonna make the mana spreader, which is right here. So the mana spreader goes into the other stuff. So we need this to produce into the mana pool. So we need to go into this vein here. So the mana pool is just living rock. So all we gotta do is make it into like a little bucket shape. And then the mana pool is right here. So we're gonna put it, let's put it over here. And then these spreaders, usually they kind of go on top of a block, like up here. They usually kind of go on top of things. Okay, that's not where I wanted that. So it doesn't oh my god. It doesn't really matter which way it's facing because we will adjust that in a second. So we can shift right click it into the mana pool and it now is putting into here. But right now it's not getting any. So we need to actually, get some power for it. So End of Flame apparently is the best early game one. And honestly, we can put some infinite coal in here so we can have an infinite like auto dropper, dropping coal into it if we really want to, and we can make it really easily. There's a time in a bottle, which is a part of Botania, but we also have the clocks, which we could have used to speed up the Botania pots, which honestly I might do. I might try it later just to see how funny it looks. So yeah, we need to do this, but first, let's see. The runic altar is used to create runes, which you can use to create higher tier recipes. However, we're going to use it to make flux dust. Make sure to have another mana spreader handy. Point the back to the mana pool and the front to the runic altar with you the wand of the forest. So I need another mana spreader. So let's make another one of those really quickly. We'll have it here. And how far is this? 1, 2, 3, right? It's 3 blocks away. Let's do that over here as well. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 as well, I think, up in the air. Up, and that's it. Yep. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna also just have it connected to this for now, and then we'll have it connected to the runic one later. So the runic altar will be connected to this mana spreader at some point, but for now it's connected to there. So we need End of Flame. The End of Flame is water in there, and it needs, what does it need actually? It needs 2 brown petals, a red one, and a light gray. So let's go get those really quickly. As long as they don't run out, we're good. So one of those, 2 browns, and a light gray one. So with that, we can produce these. Well, actually, I'm going to take out as much as we can. So the red, the brown, and the light gray. Let's just not run out of them, so we'll be careful with them. And then like that. So we need these. So 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Or no, not the red one. Take out that one red one and put another brown one. That makes an End of Flame. So now tossing that in, we have an End of Flame, and I'm going to really quickly make a few more. Not everything we have, hopefully. And then one last time. There we go. So that's 4 of them. 4 of them is probably good for now. I'm going to put them down here. These don't have an EMC value, do they? No. Okay, so the Endo Flames use coal. So I'm going to get out some coal blocks, actually, and we're going to kind of spread them out around this. All you got to do is kind of drop them around, and they will catch the coal that you have, and I'm going to toss the rest. And then they're going to, do what they just did, and then now they're powering it, so they should be going into there automatically, but just in case, we're going to do this and have them running into this mana spreader, which should work. I don't know why I saw one just kind of fly off into space. But yeah, making sure that they go into here. They're doing that. They're doing their job. So and then the mana spreader should be going to the mana pool, and then at some point we should be able to make the mana diamond. So this thing, I don't know why oh yeah, no, there's the mana spreader. It's going into the mana pool. It's just telling me what it's going to, and it's completely full, it seems like. So I'm gonna move maybe 2 of these off somewhere else. We're gonna put them over here. They can go into this one. Now we're gonna right click it into there, and then into there. So these should go into here, and then I'm gonna get half of this into there and the other half into this section, and hopefully those mana spreaders will be going a little bit better. Yeah, so they should be spreading into this mana pool, so that should be working fine. Now all we're gonna get is diamond, and once it is ready, we will be dropping it into there. So it's not ready yet, so it has an X, so it doesn't have enough mana yet. So once it does have enough mana though, we'll be able to do that. So maybe we can make some more End of Flames, or more mana spreaders. I actually have no idea what would be better. Now you can see it kind of growing and working, and it's doing things, so it's slowly going. Maybe we should make more, but there's also other producers. But honestly, the End of Flames are probably not bad because we're doing them with we have infinite of the thing anyways, right? We have infinite coal, right? So that makes it really easy to use. So we made 2 more for each side. So 1, 2, and 1 and 2. Now we can connect them again, and that's the last thing we're gonna do. I'm gonna leave it here. Up, and then we just kind of gotta wait. Swear to God, I keep seeing one fly off into the distance. Weird. And this is still getting enough mana. It still doesn't have enough to make the diamond, I don't think. No, it does now. Now we gotta toss this in, and it gives us our mana diamond, which lets us make our runic altar. That is, I think, the only item we really needed for this. So the runic altar is here. We're gonna put it down over here, I guess, just a little ways away. And then we're gonna have that mana spreader over there connected to this one. So we just gotta go bind this one to the runic altar, and then now that that is connected, this should be gaining enough power to do something. So now we can go into the flux. So flux dust is made with 3 redstone, 3 dialect. You know, it was only until the other day that I realized this is dialect dielectric. I'm gonna keep calling it dialect paste. So it needs 3 dialect paste, 3 redstone, and an obsidian. So let's get those things out. Oops, don't do that. I want that back. So redstone, dielectric paste, dielectric paste, and then an obsidian. I'm gonna just take out all this stuff because we might as well, right? So does it drop? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1. That should be making that. It is gonna be slowly producing it. Yep, we have enough power working so that this shouldn't take too long. And then I just want to do it again. I wonder if I can right click it as well. Oh, I gotta right click it with is it a rock? And like, oh, I think I remember doing this. You have to like drop a rock and then right click it. Yep, there we go. So that makes our flux dust, which makes 16. Obtained by compressing redstone with, yeah, we can do it another way, but this obviously makes it. So with that, we can make our flux cores, which make the all the flux things that we need. So this is, we're gonna need more of this, I think. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of right click it like the way it said a second ago. Oh, well, it didn't work. I did too late. 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, and then we're gonna drop that and then let it go. So we're gonna keep it like that. So we're gonna keep doing this while we can. I'm gonna make as much as we can physically right now. Since all of these items are pretty much infinite, I can just keep going as long as we have power. And obviously this is running on just enough power. So that's producing into there. The mana pool if we need it for later. I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna drop a stone, or not a stone, a living rock stone, and then we're gonna do it until maybe until we run out of the stone, or until I run out of patience to keep doing this. But we're gonna need a lot of these because honestly, it's just gonna take a little while to get all this stuff. And more flux networks. I want to make as much flux like power and things like that we can, because I really do want to set up a whole flux network across the whole base, and we can actually start using more like electronic things that we need or that we want, I guess, right? It's just I hadn't until this point had good power, and now the big reactors are working really, really well. So, you know, I'm excited to actually get into it. But I think honestly for today, this will be it, because I don't want to drag it on for too long, and my episodes have been really long recently. So this will probably be it for this episode. We're gonna just finish this off, and then we're gonna go end off by going back to the other side of the base, and yeah, we'll start recording the next episode after this. You know, I'm excited to get into flux networks at next time. There we go. Okay, we're a little ways away. We have 7 more of these. I can keep going for a little longer. And how much flux dose do we have? We have 64 and 48. So that's pretty good. I'm going to go put these away. I don't think I need these anymore. Same thing with those. And now you are ready. There you go. And then put the living rock on top. And that was our last flux thing. So now we have 3.5 stacks of flux stuff. So I'm gonna really quickly actually rebind this so it's not going into there, into the mana pool, and have it kind of running into that stuff. So we need to let these run. I'm just right clicking them to see what the mana is at. It's not, I don't think it does anything, but it might like speed up the process of exporting mana. I'm not 100% sure. I just kind of do this sometimes, and you can see it kind of going up and back down and up and back down. So it's going to the spreader. This is full. It's going to the mana thing. So we'll have some extra later in case we do need, but we'll connect it again if we need to go back to this. But now we have a bunch of flux. So all we got to do is head back to our base. I hit the ladder. And then we're going to be using these later. So what we will be creating is the flux cores, I believe. Endless wireless charging on your flux network. Interesting. That'd be cool. So flux cores are mainly the thing that we're going to be needing to make flux plugs, which is receives energy from adjacent blocks, passively adding energy to your flux network. And then the flux points, which provides energy to adjacent blocks. So you connect these to things you want to power, and you connect these to things that you want to add energy to the network. So let's get flux really quickly. Is there flux batteries? There's flux storage. There it is. So, and the flux storage is made like this. It needs flux blocks and glass panes. This has 1,000,000 FE in the inside, and then to upgrade it, you have like that, and you just upgrade it like that. So that's the plan. I'm gonna make a bunch of these and make as big of a flux network as I can. Flux blocks are made like this, so we need flux cores, which means ender. So we're gonna be working into all that stuff soon. I will probably have some of it prepared for next episode, but I think honestly there's not really a lot of preparation that we need to do. All we got to do is get the blazes, and we'll get some flux networks running. So instead of having it plugged in like this, which we still can, I'm gonna have it plugged in directly into the flux network there, and it'll be exporting all of the power it can into the flux network, which is this once we have these placed down. I don't think these have to be plugged in. Maybe they do. But I'll figure that out later once we get to it next episode. But for now, this power is more than enough. The thing we just set up right now is working, and you know, so all of BOTANIA is completely ready. You know, I mean, like we can go into BOTANIA deeply if we want to, but we just needed to dip our toes into it to actually get to the flux stuff, which we really want. So BOTANIA, if we want to, we can just finish it off by getting the time in a bottle and then going to the terrasteel stuff and this things. I've never done these things. And then also snow blocks. Pure daisy is one of the things, turn water into snow. So you know, we can maybe do use some of this stuff later. This one doesn't want to have a setup in Botania generation. Maybe Black Lotus craftable. Black Lotus is craftable in the energizing stuff. Diamonds. So this is I think this just like emits power. So mystical black flowers, which are made with this, or these are just the rest. This is just the flower, right? This is regular flower. And then 2 diamonds, and this is 5 million FE on this thing. So I think that makes like infinite mana or something like that. So we can use it. We can do that later if we really want to, but for now I think I'm okay. If we step back into Botania, we'll probably do that. But that is the end of today's episode. I hope you guys have been enjoying this series so far. This is episode 13, and yeah, we're making some good progress. All of our reactor is set up, and we finally got it working. We finally figured it out. We just set up Botania back there, and we will be stepping into the flux networks in the next episode. I'm really excited to actually get a power network to power everything that we need, and you know, we can set up more botany pots and have them speeding up the water flowing time if we really want to. And honestly, it's just gonna be a great time. I'm really excited to get into it because this is gonna be really, really fun. So I hope you guys have been enjoying. If you have, leave a like on the video, and I will see you all in the next one. I hope you guys enjoy and have a great day. See you guys next time. Bye.